welcome to Best of the Worst, a celebration of the very best of the very bad. We'll be looking at everything from the worst public protests to the worst behaviour by a bull, not to mention this, the worst place to play a game of fetch. So let's welcome our guest this week on David Mitchell's team, TV presenter Fern Cotton. And with Johnny Vaughan tonight, actress and comedian Mel Giedroyc. Round one is Pick the Worst, in which both teams try to pick the worst from a number of options. Once they've made their choices, the audience votes, and the team that the audience agrees with gets the points. Tonight we're picking the worst day, and our contenders are Valentine's Day, April Fool's Day, Christmas Day, and the 23rd of January.
I mean, traditionally, we should go for Christmas Day, really, because that's supposed to be...
I love Christmas Day,
well,
come on!
I quite like Christmas, but I think there's certainly that Christmas Day is a time of great national misery when people are brought face to face with people they are supposed to love. And I think that's it. You realise, when you look at someone with sort of boozy, turkey-filled hatred, and you realise that you're supposed to love them...
Actually, it's worse for me because I'm vegetarian and have to eat nut roast.
No, do you know what, Fern? It's worse whoever cooks it for you.
Yeah.
Because they've got to do that one little dish on the side. It's just another thing on the timetable, isn't it? I'll do the turkey. Oh, I forgot Fern's nut roast.
Yeah. Can I just say something about Christmas Day?
Yeah.
Our family give rubbish presents. Oh. I remember, this is absolutely true. My cousin and her boyfriend were around one Christmas. Mum had forgotten the boyfriend's present, whipped out into the kitchen, wrapped up a box of matches.
Christmas trees are frowned upon by some due to their pagan origins, with one religious expert claiming the Christmas tree has become the most controversial part of Christmas. Well, that and my Aunt Edna's views on immigration.
Do you know what? The 23rd of January is a real low day. It's been proved by psychologists. This is the most depressing day of the year.
That's right. The formula the scientists evolved. It's like this. There you are.
That's about right, actually.
Yep. What it stands for?
Well, the TQ is tequila, I think.
It's an eighth of weather, plus 3/8 of your debt, minus money due on payday, multiplied by the time since Christmas, times motivational levels, multiplied by the need to take action to do something about it. The most depressing day for the scientists was, in fact, January the 24th, when their bosses sacked them for arsing about.
We've got to consider April Fool's Day, I think, for a moment, because it's a time for people who are essentially humourless to have a bit of a joke, you know.
I've got bad memories of April Fool's Day. This is absolutely true. I was about 7, and we were all downstairs. There was a sort of thump, a thud from upstairs. We ran up. Dad, on the bathroom floor, he pretended that he'd had a heart attack. My mum was going berserk and going, Michael, that's his name, Michael. You know, trying to... But that's awful, isn't it?
It's terrible. More awful if it wasn't his name. Dad's dying and Mum's calling him Michael. What the hell's going on with us? I would pick Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is... I tell you why. For a start... It's the pressure on the whole day to have a romantic time. You go out, it's just other couples trying to have a romantic time. And you get those couples who... it won't be in the show, but I would describe it as because they sit there in restaurants. Everyone's there having Valentine's Day. You're all in these horrid little two just looking opposite each other like a prison visit. And suddenly you get this huge sense that you've never really met this person you've been living with for 10 years. Like, yeah, it's a real laugh. Yeah. You get those bastard couples over the other side, and all they do all night just going... Look what she's wearing.
Have you ever posted yourself a card to look popular?
That's just you.
I'm sufficiently lonely that there's no one for me to look popular in front of.
Valentine's Day, I think it's as well as that, you've got to hire a babysitter because you're going out, the babysitter's going to be a woman, you now know she's going to invite her boyfriend back. In fact, they're the only people that enjoy Valentine's Day are the babysitters, who are then shagging in your house. The team.
Valentine's Day, they put flags up everywhere. You know, they've got flags for like 2 months beforehand saying, "Ooh, do come here on Valentine's Day because, you know, guess what, we're tripling our prices."
Yeah.
And it's become a thing where it's got this phrase, "What are you doing for?" in front of it.
Yes,
and more days have got this. St. Patrick's Day. What are you doing for St Patrick's Day? I'm not doing anything for fucking St Patrick's Day. I don't give a shit about St Patrick's Day. It's a the historical evidence for the existence of this man is dodgy anyway. He apparently threw all the snakes out of Ireland. Now, I think that's... When somebody says that about a guy, that's the point when you start disbelieving in his existence. What are you doing for 18th Tuesday in the year? Nothing. Oh, you're not doing anything. Oh, right, because people tend to, you know, go out and dress as reindeers and spend a lot of money in restaurants. You're not bothering. They haven't really got a life. But do something for Christmas Day, OK, that's fine. But we can't have one of these what are you doing for days every week. What are you doing for St Philbin's Day? Yeah. What, you're not going to bugger a nun? Yeah. We're all doing it. After St Philbin.
There are a number of other days celebrated in this country. Irishmen get drunk on St Patrick's Day, Englishmen get drunk on St George's Day, and Scotsmen get drunk on any day ending in Y.
That'll play well north of the border.
Well, you say that, but there is an underlying statistical truth about the drinking problem in Scotland. They can say it's a generalisation. It is a generalisation, but it's based on fact.
Do you know what? Also, it makes you wonder, at what stage of alcoholism do you develop a Scottish accent?
Another day we might have included is Mother's Day.
I don't think Mother's Day is shit, but I think that one looks shit. Look at that!
That is merely a child who's been taught posture from a very early age.
And it looks like from an era where this was probably the one time of the year he met his mother. Your mother will see you in the parlour.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day, Mother.
I've been...
Out! Take him, Nanny, take him, Nanny. Oh, this mothering is... Oh.
I planted this mother on the day of our last meeting.
So, which is the worst? Teams, which one gets your vote?
We're
David
going Valentine's Day all the way, and I really know the audience here will back us up on this. Valentine's Day, the pressure...
David and Fern, what are you going to go for?
Well, I feel like a heel now, but we do get to pick first.
Oh. We'll go for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You're going to go Valentine's Day. Yeah. Valentine's Day it is.
Can we not now pick that?
Yeah, well, you know you can't.
We were going to definitely go for Valentine's Day, but you can see, you know what's happened. You know the scandal that's unfolded here tonight. There's a protest against that. The most depressing day of the year, 23rd of January. Nothing's really happening there. And all you've got to look forward to is Valentine's Day.
Don't just vote for him out of sympathy because of all this bollocks.
No, I'm just thinking, Will, I think you look like a really nice, balanced bunch of really... do you know what? I actually use the expression good people, the heart and soul.
Can I have a moment of shameless pleading as well now? Please vote for me because he always wins.
OK, so to score your points, the audience...
stunned me with that.
To score your points, the audience needs to agree with you. Let's see what they say. Audience, vote now.
Do the right thing.
Well, I can tell you that the worst day is Valentine's Day. Now it's time for our best of the worst bottom five. This week a rundown of the very worst public protests, from crazy outfits to wacky stunts. To win their points, all our teams have to do each time is say what the following protests are about. At number 5, what are these men protesting about?
They presumably are fathers for justice.
Yes, they are indeed. Fathers for justice demanding more access to their children.
Spidey needs to put some little Spidey pants on, doesn't he?
The second to the left needs to blooming stop dressing to the left.
Oh, yeah. That's terrible. That's all gone wow. Cup it and move it.
You'd be really annoyed if you went on that demo and he did roll up. He's better hung than the rest of them mob. Really annoying for everyone else in the suits. Look, he's like a donkey at the end. We're going to be in the papers and I look like I've got an acorn down there. Well, mind you, I mean, presumably you what? Yeah. Someone left him. So it just shows you size doesn't necessarily matter.
Number 4, what is this Canadian man protesting about?
What, is that a sausage? Is that what that's meant to be? Or a shit?
It's a little bit purpley, so if it's a shit, it's probably not the shit of a healthy person.
I would think is it surfers against sewage?
He calls himself Mr. Floaty.